Folks, in my 20 years in the league, I've never seen anything like this. What's unfolding right now, today, January 22, 2026, absolutely defies belief. We're talking about a seismic shift in the NFL landscape, a move so strategic, so calculated that it could redefine the entire NFC West and set the stage for a dynasty that we've only whispered about in high-level league circles. I guarantee you, what I'm about to reveal is not just a rumor. It's a carefully orchestrated chess move, one that's been in the works for months, and the fallout will have NFL fans, analysts, and front offices talking for years. But here's the kicker. There's an even bigger story hidden beneath this, a secret so explosive that it could shake the foundation of everything you think you know about NFL trades and team building. I'm urging you, if you consider yourself truly in the know. If you want to get ahead of the game, hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and activate your notifications. Because what I'm about to share isn't just news. It's an insider's deep dive, a behind-the-scenes look at a trade that could change the NFL order forever. You want to be part of the inner circle? Stay tuned, because what's coming next will leave you breathless. This is the kind of story that's only whispered in league corridors, a secret handshake between power players. And now, for the first time ever, it's about to come to light. Now let's get into the meat of this, the real story behind the potential blockbuster trade involving Montez Sweat, the rising star of the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. A franchise that's always been about relentless pursuit of greatness, about pushing every boundary to claim their destiny. What could possibly make the 49ers, a team already stacked defensively and offensively, consider making a move for Sweat? Well, hold tight, because the answer is more complex and more shocking than you could imagine. Imagine a scenario where the 49ers, led by head coach Kyle Shanahan and general manager John Lynch, are actively planning a monumental upgrade to an already elite defense. They're facing the reality that, despite their superb roster, there are cracks, a glaring need for a game-changing pass rusher who can tilt the field in their favor in ways that even Nick Bosa can't always accomplish alone. The offseason focus. To find a disruptive force capable of elevating their pass rush into the stratosphere, a difference maker that can pressure the NFL's top quarterbacks and dismantle offenses that rely on protection schemes. How do I know this? Internally, the 49ers scouting reports have been alarmingly clear. They see the same tapes I do. Sweat's explosive power, relentless motor, and ability to change the game in a split second. Let's break down their needs more precisely. The 49ers have been hampered by injuries and some aging pieces on their front seven. Bosa, of course, remains the gold standard, but persistent injuries to Fred Warner and Nick Bosa have exposed vulnerabilities. Their pass rush efficiency, while good, lacks the elite game-wrecking presence that can dominate from start to finish. Statistically, their pressure rate, which sits around 27% in 2025, respectable but not revolutionary, needs a boost. They want someone who can consistently generate double-digit sacks, someone whose presence alone causes quarterbacks to hesitate, throw off rhythm, and make mistakes. That's where Sweat comes in. Now understand this, the 49ers, long known for their analytics-driven approach, see Sweat as an untapped gem. His latest season. Career-high 12.5 sacks, breaking into the elite tier of edge rushers in the NFL. But it's more than just sacks. Advanced metrics show a player with a 16.8% pass rush win rate, in the top 10% of the league among edge rushers, and his 84.2 PFF pass rush grade ranks him among the premier players at his position. His ability to win around the edge, combined with a versatile arsenal of moves, makes him an ideal fit in Shanahan's scheme, which hinges on quick pressure, stunts, and rapid-fire pass rushes. But here's the twist. Sweat's current team, the Chicago Bears, are positioned perfectly to leverage this trade. Why? Because the Bears, under GM Ryan Poles, are in an aggressive rebuild mode. Sweat's contract extension, a 4-year, $98 million deal with $72 million guaranteed, makes him a highly valuable asset in trade negotiations. Was this a move by Chicago to clear cap space and acquire draft capital for their bigger rebuild? Or are they positioning themselves for a strategic fire sale? Inside league circles, the whispers say the Bears want to accelerate their rebuild, and Sweat, with his age, 29, productivity, and contract value, is the perfect piece to be moved for a future star, and the Bears are demanding a significant return. So how could this trade happen? Well, first, let's look at the trade mechanics. The 49ers have a solid stockpile of draft picks, multiple seconds and thirds in the upcoming draft, and they're known for their ability to leverage front-loaded contracts for immediate impact. The Bears, looking to push their window open quickly, would likely demand a top-tier draft pick, probably a future first-rounder, perhaps even a player swap if the 49ers are feeling bold enough. In return, the Niners could offer a 2024 second-round pick, a young player like John Jennings or a mid-round pick, and some salary cap maneuvering to make the deal fit under the cap. The salary cap gymnastics here are crucial. Sweat's $24.5 million APY is manageable given the 49ers' current cap situation. They have enough room to absorb his contract with minor restructuring or post-trade adjustments. The challenge? Ensuring the deal doesn't cripple their ability to sign key players like Brock Purdy or extend other core pieces. But the gut feeling is that Lynch and Shanahan are willing to make sacrifices if it means landing a difference-maker like Sweat, a guy who could become a cornerstone of their defense for years to come. What about the fit? From a scheme perspective, Sweat's style meshes perfectly with Shanahan's aggressive up-the-field philosophy. His blend of speed, power, and technical mastery allows him to attack gaps efficiently, whether lining up outside or shifting inside in sub-packages. His comparison. Think of a more explosive version of DeMarcus Lawrence, a guy who can both rush the passer and hold his ground against the run. His athletic profile, combined with his pass rush productivity, makes him an ideal candidate to complement Bosa if he ever recovers from injury, or even as the primary pass rusher if Nick Bosa's future, still under contract through 2026, becomes a question mark due to lingering injury concerns or contract negotiations. In terms of impact, the best-case scenario, Sweat's addition transforms the 49ers front into an unstoppable force, capable of consistently generating pressure on NFL's top quarterbacks like Rodgers, who's still in the NFC, Stafford, and Prescott. The worst case, an adjustment period where Sweat struggles to fit into the complex scheme, or the trade packages don't meet Chicago's valuation. Still, everything points toward a win-win dynamic for San Francisco, adding a proven pass rusher while not sacrificing too much in draft capital. Now, consider the broader picture. The NFL landscape is shifting rapidly. The NFC West, long dominated by San Francisco and Seattle, is now a battleground of evolving rosters and strategic moves. If the 49ers land Sweat, they don't just upgrade their pass rush, they send a message to the rest of the league. We're serious about sustained dominance, about building a defense that can intimidate even the best offenses. The ripple effects. Rivals like the Rams and Cardinals are watching closely, knowing that the 49ers are willing to go all in. Could this be the move that finally helps them topple the Eagles or the Cowboys? Absolutely. And here's where it gets even more intriguing. Behind the scenes, the whispers are that the 49ers aren't just looking at Sweat as a short-term fix. No, this is about planting a future star, a cornerstone piece that can anchor their pass rush for years. The analytics, the film, the veteran scouts all point to Sweat's ceiling, an elite disruptor capable of transforming an entire defensive unit. Imagine him lining up across from Bosa, both crushing the edge, forcing quarterbacks into hurried throws, turning multiple sacks into a team-wide obsession. That's what they're envisioning right now in Santa Clara. But there's an even bigger secret here, a hidden subplot that could redefine league power structures. Rumors from insider sources suggest that the 49ers have been in clandestine talks, not just for Sweat, but possibly for a package deal involving other players or additional picks. Why? Because their ultimate goal isn't just to boost their defense, it's to dominate the NFL for the next decade. Sweat might just be the first domino in a series of bold moves that will leave the league reeling. And if that's true, then what we're witnessing today isn't just a trade. It's the opening move of a new NFL era. In summary, the potential Sweat to 49ers blockbuster isn't just about acquiring a talented player. It's about sending a message to the league. The 49ers are rising, they're aggressive, and they're playing chess, not checkers. They see the same cracks I do, and they're ready to fill them with a player who can turn the tide. When this deal goes down, and mark my words, it could be the start of something legendary. The days ahead will be filled with rumors, negotiations, and strategic whispers. Keep your eyes peeled because this story is far from over. The NFL's new power move is about to be unveiled. And trust me, the fallout will echo across the league for years to come.